Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we are actually talking about NFTs, and I'm hoping we can all finally agree that NFTs are a scam. Now, here's what's going on. This is coming from Engadget, NBC News, and a whole bunch of others, although I'm primarily cribbing from Engadget, who I thought had a really good synopsis on this as I was reading about this. But first, let's talk about a brief overview of NFTs because a lot of people don't know what they are necessarily. And so here's the most simplest explanation that I could find, which is also why I'm cribbing from Engadget. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are basically a new asset class of digital tokens that exist on blockchain technology and are primarily purchased with Ethereum, which is a form of cryptocurrency. These crypto collectibles can consist of anything from two-dimensional images to a GIF or a song, those kinds of things as well. The NFT marketplace is estimated to be worth anywhere from $7 to $44 billion. So that is obviously pretty huge. Now, these assets skyrocketed in popularity in 2021 because a lot of celebrities got involved, including billionaire Mark Cuban, Tom Brady, the football player, Reese Witherspoon, the actress, and on and on and on. And so here we are. You've probably heard of NFTs. That's essentially what it is. It's supposed to be an unreplicatable piece of art, although interestingly enough, you can go Google NFTs and see copies of the unreplicatable pieces of art that somebody owns. Now, here's the issue at hand as to why basically my video slash podcast today is titled the way it is. The NFT marketplace is actually full of people buying their own NFTs in order to drive up prices. Now, a new report released earlier this week by blockchain data firm Chainalysis is reporting basically on this complete mess. Now, this is what is known in general as wash trading. This is the act of buying and selling a security in order to fool the market, and that was very commonplace on Wall Street until Wall Street started getting better regulation, and it has been illegal for nearly a century. Meaning, this was one of those things that helped essentially create the stock market crash in 1929, and here we are. But the massive unregulated NFT marketplace has shown itself to be a fantastic opportunity for scammers. Now, the report that was released tracked instances of the same traders selling the same NFTs back and forth at least 25 times, which looks very much like wash trading. Now, the report identified a group of 110 alleged NFT wash traders who have made roughly 8.9, almost $9 million in profit from just doing this. Now, researchers also discovered significant evidence of money laundering in the NFT marketplace in the last half of 2021. Essentially, you create an NFT, and then if you're laundering illegal money, you buy the NFT for way more than what it's worth, and it looks like an expenditure. Ta-da, you have washed money through the blockchain. Now, the value sent to the NFT marketplaces by addresses associated with scammers spiked significantly in the third quarter of 2021 and was worth more than $1 million worth of cryptocurrency, again, according to the Chainalysis report. Now, roughly $1.4 million of sales from the fourth quarter of 2021 came from these illicit addresses. And here's the kicker, and basically why these people are able to get away with this right now, at least here in the United States. Since NFTs and digital tokens are not considered a security under US law, they're not subject to the same US laws that regulate governing stocks. And so basically numerous scams have cropped up in the NFT space in recent months, including counterfeit NFTs, laundering money, wash trading, and more. And I understand the concept of essentially what NFTs are trying to do. Essentially, look at it in this sense. Let's say you are going to buy a Picasso or, take a famous art. Obviously, there is one, Mona Lisa. There is one, Picasso painting. He created that painting. That's the only one there. You can take pictures, you can duplicate it, you can replicate it, but at the end of the day, you own that. The problem is that's very difficult to translate into NFTs when, let's say, I take a picture of something, you buy that picture from me. You may own the original of that, but essentially anybody can make copies and duplicate that all over the world. And it's very obvious basically when you have a duplicate of something like an original piece of artwork that is physical, like a Picasso or the Mona Lisa. I know that I can put up a poster of a Mona Lisa on my wall, and both you and I know that it is a duplicate of that. But in NFTs, unless you are actually showing the NFT token, it looks exactly like the original. That value really isn't there. And so a lot of people are using this to scam. And because it's skirting US law and other laws around the globe in terms of trading, scamming, counterfeiting, all those kinds of things, it becomes a huge vehicle potentially for cyber crime. If you're laundering money through NFTs, why not make basically a whole bunch of NFTs and then do wash trading with your own money to, one, launder it, but two, jack up the costs overall in the market and make even more money off of this. So I think this is a huge problem. I don't think NFT is going anywhere. And like blockchain, I think until these things actually become regulated in some way, shape, or form, you're going to see a lot of investors essentially shying away from this, more traditional investors. And the other part of the problem is that try to get your money out of the NFTs and all that and convert it into an actual currency that is accepted worldwide. You can't walk into places really and use your Bitcoin for a lot of things. It's starting to be more and more adopted, but until that happens, it's a very difficult situation. So here we are, there we go. And I think that if we are looking at NFTs, I really don't see it. I've thought about creating an NFT myself just to see what it would do and how much I could make off of it. But quite frankly, it just doesn't seem legitimate to me in many different ways, even though the technology is clearly legitimate. So please don't understand me, but in unregulated markets, you've got to take the good with the bad. And in this case, you've got to take the criminals alongside everybody else because, again, the law's not touching this. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please stay private. Thanks, everyone.